Do you recall Jurgen Klopp's words when he renewed his contract in 2022? Let's jog your memory. We're a club always heading in the right direction. We know exactly what we want and how we plan to get there. These were the very words of the iconic manager. He mentioned that his renewal was fueled by his desire to be a part of Liverpool's evolution. He aimed to be at the helm of crafting this new era for the Reds, and you know what? Now this evolution includes many things, from the academy to the recruitment, but most notably the tactics and play style. Now, some might say that Liverpool's style hasn't really changed much from 3 or 4 years ago. It's still the high energy, heavy metal football that Klopp introduced back in 2015, and to some extent that's true. However, the Liverpool team we see today, although rooted in that aggressive playing style, has indeed undergone significant transformation. So if you're eager to dive into the evolution of Klopp's Liverpool over the years, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and let's get right into it. Now there's no doubt about it, Jurgen Klopp will leave behind 2 significant legacies at Anfield after the season ends. Firstly, the titles he secured, 8 major trophies, including the Reds' first Premier League title and the unforgettable 2019 Champions League victory. Secondly, the unforgettable moments, the thrilling title races, the epic comeback against Barcelona, the 5-1 thrashing of Arsenal, and the numerous triumphs over the Reds' biggest rivals, Manchester United. But here's the best part. Klopp achieved all of this with a style of play that was not only jaw-dropping, but also continuously evolved to reach its peak this season. So to truly understand this evolution, we need to trace it back to its origins. Before Klopp brought his dynamic approach to the Premier League, he was already making waves in the Bundesliga, with his heavy metal football becoming the last manager to break Bayern Munich's stronghold by winning the 2011-2012 Bundesliga title. Notice how we, and the majority of the fan base, often refer to Klopp's style as heavy metal football. Have you ever wondered where this term actually originated? It was actually during the build-up to a Champions League match against Arsenal in 2013. Klopp had high praise for Arsene Wenger's style, acknowledging the beauty in Wenger's approach to the game. However, he pointed out a key difference in their philosophies. He likes having the ball, playing football, making passes. It's like an orchestra, but it's a silent song. I like heavy metal more. I always want it loud, Klopp famously said. True to his word, the German brought this loud style of play to Anfield in 2015, but what exactly is heavy metal football? Let's dive right into the heart of the matter, pressing and counter-pressing. When Klopp took over from Brendan Rodgers in October 2015, he wasted no time to infuse the team with his signature style from Borussia Dortmund. Intense pressing, quick counter-pressing, swift ball recoveries, and robust duels. Under Klopp, Liverpool's pressing game skyrocketed. By the end of his first season, the team was second in the league for passes per defensive action, with an average of 7.48, a significant leap from the 9th place ranking, and 9.76 average in the season before. This was the literal revolution in Liverpool's play style. But Klopp's influence didn't stop there. Liverpool also finished his season with the highest number of defensive duels in the Premier League, and the 3rd highest total overall. These successful duels were often seen in the moments when Liverpool lost the ball. This stopped the opposition from creating counter-attacks, while also giving the Reds the opportunity to turn these moments into attacking threats to their favour. Klopp initially used a 4-2-3-1 formation that slowly turned into a 4-3-3, laying the groundwork with a midfield trio of Emre Can, James Milner, and Adam Lallana, who were relentless in their counter-pressing efforts. Roberto Firmino too was instrumental, often dropping back from the number 9 position to press. However, perfecting this strategy required players with very specific attributes, and so Jorginho Wijnaldum was signed in July 2016, slotting into the left central midfield position, with Jordan Henderson securing the right. This setup, in Klopp's preferred 4-3-3 formation, gave Liverpool 2 athletic midfielders, complementing the counter-pressing from a front line featuring Firmino, Sadio Mane, and Philippe Coutinho. These 8 tireless work rate was crucial, not just in pressing, but in covering defensive gaps, a critical element in Klopp's strategy. Now keep this in mind, because it's nearly brought Klopp's Liverpool to a turning point. The second pillar of Klopp's heavy metal football is the art of transitional attacks. When Klopp took the helm mid-season, Liverpool were languishing as the 14th highest scoring team in the league. Fast forward to the end of his debut campaign, and they soared to the 2nd highest scorers over the 20 league matches Klopp managed. This turnaround was largely due to the lethal transitional attacks resulted from their intense counter-pressing. In the 2016-17 and 2017-18 seasons, Liverpool maintained around 60% possession, but it was their razor-sharp attacking transitions, led by Mane, Coutinho, and Firmino, that truly distinguished them. And to add more fuel to the transitional fire, Mo Salah was signed in 2017, further amplifying this threat. And guess what? It immediately paid off, with Salah netting 32 Premier League goals. Again, the relentless counter-pressing midfield laid the groundwork for the front line to exploit turnovers in the opposition's half. Firmino's tactical dropbacks were crucial, linking up play and creating spaces for Salah's runs on the right and Mane's dashes on the left. Upon regaining possession, midfielders like Henderson, Wijnaldum, Milner, and Chan were quick to transition the ball forward. But despite these offensive fireworks, Liverpool's defensive solidity was still questioned. In Klopp's first 2 seasons, they conceded 50 and 42 league goals respectively. It wasn't until the signings of Virgil van Dijk and Alisson that Liverpool's defense became as formidable as their attack, rounding out the team's strengths and setting the stage for their future successes. Now let's move to Klopp's third tactical element, the fullbacks. Unlike many teams that might rely on a single overlapping fullback, Liverpool deployed both Trent and Robertson in advanced positions, significantly enhancing their attacking threat. This strategy not only provided additional width, but also complemented Salah and Mane's sharp dribbling, smart positioning, and off-the-ball movements, along with Firmino's habitual dropbacks to link play. Typically, one of the midfielders, often playing in the number 8 role, would join the attack, adding another layer of threat. From 2018 to 2023, Liverpool consistently ranked at or near the top of the Premier League for crosses, all thanks to the presence of both Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson in the final third. These two were not just prolific in delivering crosses, but also contributed significantly to the team's assist tally. In the 2018-19 season, Alexander-Arnold was tied for third with assists, with Robertson not far behind in 5th place. During their Premier League winning season, they were second and third in assists, trailing only behind Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City. Guys, we're talking about fullbacks here. This dual fullback strategy was a game changer for Liverpool, offering them an unmatched dynamic on the flanks and playing a key role in the team's attacking strategy under Klopp. However, one of these players' roles evolved recently, so stick around, we're going to touch on it. The last big thing about Klopp's game plan, the central rotations, or to keep it simple, how the midfielders switched things up, which actually started changing the way Liverpool played, resulting in this evolution. As we said, the team's attacks on the flanks were great because of the fullbacks, but also because Henderson, the guy playing on the right in the midfield, made smart moves that worked well with Salah cutting inside. With Henderson stretching the play wide, Alexander-Arnold didn't just run up and cross, he sometimes came inside acting like a midfielder or even like a second defensive midfielder. This let Liverpool start plays from deeper in their own half, making a sort of 3-man defense with 2 players in front helping out. Trent's got a great knack for passing the ball from way back, helping Liverpool maintain possession and gain control over the game. However, his passes aren't just about keeping the ball moving. They can split the defense or switch the play entirely. With Firmino's role taken over by Darwin Núñez, Trent had a new target for his long passes because the Uruguayan thrives in providing in-behind runs, different from Firmino who usually drop deeper. Jota and Cody Gakpo have both assumed the central forward roles at times when Darwin wasn't available. They occasionally drop back to bolster the midfield, disrupt the opposition's defensive line, and create space. However, their approach is more direct and goal-orientated compared to Firmino, though they don't quite mirror his creative flair. This strategic shift in central roles and attacking strategies resulted in Liverpool crossing significantly less in 2023-2024 than in any other season since 2018. Now, do you remember when we mentioned that Liverpool 8 were able to cover the gaps and provide protection for the backline? Well, with Wijnaldum not being replaced after he left in 2021, and with Keita and Henderson physically declining, Klopp had to learn the hard way during the 2022-2023 campaign. The Reds missed having their energy in the middle, which left their defense more open than they would have liked, resulting in the club having an underwhelming campaign after pushing for the quadruple in the previous season. Klopp definitely saw where things were sliding and made it his mission last summer to inject new life into the midfield, with Wataru Endo, Alexis McAllister, and Dominic Szoboszlai coming in. It might have taken a bit longer than fans had hoped, but let's be honest, it was worth the wait. Szoboszlai has been a perfect upgrade to Henderson as he fit in that right central midfield spot, giving Salah more room to work his magic and really stepping up the creative game this season. Curtis Jones has been another surprise, filling in a role similar to Wijnaldum's with his ball retention and pressing qualities. Now, the most recent evolution in Klopp's tactics focus on refining the team's build-up play, emphasizing controlled possession as they advance through the pitch, of course while maintaining their counter-pressing and transitional attacks. With the departure of Fabinho last summer, Alexis Mac Allister or Wataru Endo has often stepped into the pivotal lone number 6 role, marking a new era in Liverpool's midfield dynamics. Alexander-Arnold's role, on the other hand, has evolved even more as he frequently shifts from his traditional right-back position to form a temporary back 3 or to join the number 6, facilitating a 3-2 build-up structure. This could expand into a 4-2 setup when Alisson steps up, a tactic that mirrors the approaches of several elite teams. Despite Trent's sidelined due to injury recently, Klopp found solution in Joe Gomez, who has taken on this inverting role from the fullback position, or Mac Allister, who started to join Endo to form a double pivot. As Liverpool pass their way into the opposition's half, maintaining a 3-2 structure behind the ball has become a staple in their approach to sustaining pressure and balance. But this structure has its drawbacks. The advancement of Robertson or Bradley in more recent games into the attack created 2-2 setup, reducing the number of players available to stop counter-attacks and transitions. But it seems that Klopp was planning for this all along. Liverpool's strategic recruitment and academy development have been key in addressing this vulnerability. Players like Ibrahima Konate and Jarell Quansah, alongside Virgil van Dijk, possesses the ability to cover extensive areas, ensuring the team's defense remains robust against wide attacks. And that wraps up our deep dive into how Klopp's Liverpool has evolved over the years. Although the German is introducing more control to his side, the basics of counter-pressing and transitional attacks are still there for everyone to see. However, it's the mixture of the organised chaos that highlights the ultimate evolution of Klopp's heavy metal football. So what do you think about our analysis? Do you think that Klopp's heir will build on these principles, or will a new style and system be introduced to Anfield? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and remember to hit that like and subscribe button for more Liverpool deep dives. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.